Today is Wednesday, but this is a review of the market ending yesterday, Tuesday, the 26th, 20, let's see, 20, anyways, Tuesday after Memorial Day. We saw the Dow steady decline after an initial pop, very high volume. NASDAQ, same thing, relatively high volume, and very high volume in the S&P 500. Not a good thing. Are we nearing capitulation? Probably not. And here you've got sad tale. Technology was up a little bit. Everything else was pretty weak. The decliners led the advancers 2-1, and that takes us to the McClellan oscillator. And somebody asked me in the comments to explain a little bit about the McClellan oscillator and why I've been following that, and I'm going to do that this evening. But we saw the McClellan oscillator come back to its 100 line. We've got the summation index, which I have not talked about, but it's at 2,000, which is really very high. But we'll talk about that this afternoon as well. So we're at an oversold position, but not terribly oversold. And because this is 8:30 in the morning, we already know that the market is going to open up fairly down again. And it's all to do with China. SPX very nicely touched the bottom of the cloud, the daily cloud. We had set that green line, which was our previous low. But we also said at the time that our previous low was also the bottom of the cloud. Now we have room to move, and we could move down to the joint meeting here of the SMA 200 and the EMA 200. That's going to be a strong attraction, and that is also the place where the Chiku span could come down and find support on a weekly basis. But that would be next week, where it hits the 200 in the cloud. 2 weeks from now, 2 days from now. This is a daily chart. I'm trying to rush through this. So tomorrow could see us down at 2768. Today could see us down at 2778 if we're talking technicals and if the market is behaving technically. On a weekly basis, again, we've been talking about this convergence of the 200s and the top of the cloud, and that is 2775, and that is extremely attractive to traders. This week we've got the cloud support Chiku span support at 2758. So those are all possibilities. But the one thing that's probably for sure is that we're going down in below 2790, 2780. Apple is going to be down a couple bucks more again this morning. It's just looking now as a test of the Chiku span on the cloud. And today that would be a value. Yesterday that was here. Today that will be a value of 176.52. And there's a very high possibility that we open at that. So let's trigger the Chiku span to set an alert when it crosses the Senku span A. The Chiku span crosses the Senku span A on the daily chart, and that value is going to be right here, 176.14. Look in the pre-market. I think we're pretty close to that right now. Caterpillar, China. It's all China. Terrible. The Gartley is in danger. We've been saying that for a while now. The Gartley is probably broken. WDC, China. Whirlpool is going to open down even lower today. It hit the bottom of the weekly cloud, and it found support. It also found resistance when the Chiku span hit the bottom of this candle. Didn't quite make it that high. But that's where resistance is going to be. But don't worry, there's plenty of down left in Whirlpool, which closed at where did it close? 122, and there's more to come for that one. So thank you very much. Sorry I didn't do anything last night. I was just thinking the market was terrible, and it is, and it continues to be, and will continue to be, and we're heading down at least 20 handles lower, if not 30, in the